Bow now. Hey, there we go. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Honestly, so true.
Are we still dead in the water?
No, we're good. Hey. How's everybody doing? Oh no. That's why they're not answering. Let's go. That's why you weren't answering, is because as soon as I swapped it over so that it could hear me, you guys couldn't, and that was no good.
Oof. Yeah.
But luckily.
Jinxed.
Hey, how's everybody doing? We are, in fact, not dead in the water.
Cool. All right. Yeah. I'm doing all right.
It is, in fact, very cool and goblin-pilled.
Absolutely based. An absolute massive win.
So, when the party last left off, they had been heading back to the military encampment in Volstrom territory after properly right in doing so to... That's not how English works. After making sure to, fix, quote-unquote, the problems with the Volstrom nobility in a few different particular ways in this circumstance. And after they retrieve their belongings, they will have many different ways to handle themselves in the upcoming time. Lorik has gone ahead and is making sure to be in contact with other Dalmarov to get all of the bureaucratic logisticalness out of the way. But the time remains for the party itself.
Yeah. Okay, well, so we are heading back to the encampment. Are we on the road there, or have we already made it?
Yeah, you're on the road there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I suppose Rifter's just lamenting on his newly found revenge.exe. Also, he's gonna hold his mom outside of the little fucking the bag or whatever, because she mentioned before that was dark.
Right. They continue to whisper some of the same general stuff, but they seem to be coming a little more too.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ask her in Orin if, I guess how it works, if the bag is comfortable. Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask her.
She says something along the lines of, "It's fine as long as you don't leave."
Aw. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna fucking walk around the road. Try to get back to base as soon as I possibly can. That's my gameplay right now.
Anybody else have anything they're doing on the travel back?
Zeus is just going to ask to try and get caught up on all the things he might have missed while keeping guard, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all should probably talk about it. He was watching guard, and then y'all go back around, and you're like, "Ayo, by the way, we're cool." And now you got to figure out what cool means. So go ahead. You guys are walking along the road. It's early morning. The sun glistens a little bit through the morning dew in the upper tree leaves and along the grass nearby. And Zeus has the idea to put out a question to the party.
Also, before I say this, out of character, I am caught up on what has happened, but so if anything needs to be we tell you about X or Y, you can do that. But Zeus will go ahead and go, how did everything go in there? You all seem to be alright, so it seems to go well. Seem to have went well, but everything accomplished according to plan.
Yeah, we in the simplest terms, but I guess we broke it a piece. Yeah. Given the youngin' a chance to not be the worst, and if she does anything bad, I guess we slit it down the middle.
Fair enough. Good to have a plan B ready. I'm glad you were able to get some revenge, Rifter.
Yeah, me too. It was not quite what I expected, but we're here.
Fair enough. It seems, well, from experiences of me and Dyer going after father, things seem to shake out not exactly how you would expect them to.
Yeah. I'm not sure what to do now. I mean, I guess I still gotta kill, big one. And he points up. But that's a little less personal and more professional, if you catch my drift.
Got you. So you're at a point of completeness in your mission, almost, it sounds like.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, brother, come over here. We're having a pleasant conversation.
Yeah, it's about murder, your favorite subject.
Come on, bring the rogues together. Come on now. They always say, thieves' hands.
Where the thieves can.
I don't know, do you want to form a guild after all this? Maybe we can be the thieves can. I don't know.
Okay, workshop the name, but I like the concept.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I have, of course, I guess some things I'll be looking forward to after we accomplish greater things. But yeah. Wow. I don't know, have you all thought about what you all will do after we... I mean, I'm sure we're not necessarily close to the end of saving everything, but what may await you in your futures?
Well, assuming we're done here, there are things that need to be taken care of in the Savage Kingdoms. Weapons to be found, gods to be slain.
I think you're going to be taking it easy, it would seem.
Oh, indeed.
Do you think you all will stick together? Keep traveling? Or...
I don't think I could get rid of Lorik even if I wanted to, so I know for sure that he's coming with me, but we'll have to see where everything lines up, right? If I get my goal, I can't exactly go walking around with everyone.
That's fair enough.
Suppose you can't.
Or I could. I guess when I make the rules.
Sure, finding a way will be quite trivial at that point.
I think when I'm all done with this, I'm gonna go the way of my mate, my crew member. I want to open up a nice shop, a nice little area where I sell whatever I want. Yeah, that sounds nice. I like the idea.
Very nice. Bit of a shop of all trades, it sounds like it would be.
Yeah, whatever I can nick myself with. Yeah. Rifter is trying to pick up the pace as he has important business to get to.
I imagine this whole conversation, Zeus is like kind of walking up the side of the Rifter, just keeps walking faster. He's like, yeah.
You see his walking animation is just slightly faster. I'm an escort NPC that's faster than your walking speed, but slower than your running speed.
Oh.
Zeus has to keep like putting his jacket on just right to be like, no, I'm put together. Hold on. Yeah, we walk on to our destination.
Wikra, is your microphone working? Or are you the silent?
This is just his mute spitter impression.
Bro is
That's
still
fine.
waking up.
Alright. Well, we shall handle that later. For now, the party makes it back to the encampment that they'd previously been at many times, which I am realizing I will have to add the two of their characters to, but that's okay. Let's make sure that this is the right one. Superb it is. That also still has cable in it, and that's no good. So this cable is actually Rifter here, okay?
Oh, okay. Based.
Everyone okay with that?
I love that for me.
Ba-do-do.
Rifter has gotten significantly more southern.
Oh, mega.
Big.
It based off of the emotional presence.
Oh my god.
Yay. Be blind.
Okay.
The party has made it back to the camp, and all is good. You've talked to the dudes that you need to talk to.
Okay, cool. In that case, if we talk to everyone, I guess we just TP, like we just port over to the town, right? I don't think there's really anything else for us to be doing, right?
That is for the party to decide.
Well, do any of you have any immediate plans?
Well, I don't have money, so.
Not you.
We might as well get going.
Well, sure, but yeah, we'll discuss where we're going after once we get back to town. So?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan to get, back to where we were. It'll be nice to be back after being so long.
So are we going to take another Mage's Portal, or Strunhoff, are you going to bring us back?
Yeah, just give me a few minutes.
Alright.
I start preparing a multiplication circle.
Gotcha. Would you mind going ahead and taking the 5 gold off?
Yeah. As soon as I find my character sheet.
As he begins the casting of the spell, and certain parts of the gold that are used to cast it begin to melt in his lightning hands as he lays it out along the ground to create the proper teleportation circle. You'll have a few moments to admire and or talk to each other.
Really like what you've done with your outfit. It's really looking quite good. He says to everyone all at once, just to confuse everyone.
I haven't done anything with mine. All right. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Audible eye roll.
Dire bedroll moment.
I give him a thumbs up with Mage Hand.
Actually, Mage Hand is supposed to be invisible.
Only if I choose.
Zazed.
He
Weird.
feels the thumbs up in his heart.
Yeah. Where will you be teleport circling to? You have 3 destinations, if I recall correctly.
Could you recall them correctly for my sake?
Soju Pem, Tarnos Pem, and Chibalo.
Oh, right. I just remembered Rifter also needs to. It was Chibalo where we had that like fucking thing of Rifter's mom, right?
No.
No, that was in
Korheim.
This is Korheim. Chibalo Korheim said it really. But yeah.
On the
I
opposite sides of the continent. What's a
they,
continent between
they have
friends?
K in their name. That's all I gotta say. But no, regardless,
What did you just call me?
a bitch. Regardless, he needs to get over there. Yeah. So at some point he needs to get over to Korra.
Well, as I finish preparing the teleportation circle, I turn to the party, saying, "Well, it's ready. Where are we going now?"
wherever. I assume. Does Lorik know where we're going? He'll get transportation.
Lorik already has, in fact. He's at the Dahmer of Hold right now after he went and talked to Enclave people.
Well, I would say we should get back to our Hectorum and recuperate. But he's sort of looking around for input.
That sounds good enough to me. At some point,
Not you.
we travel back in the areas of Chibolo. I have promised to keep, but that would be the only thing.
Yeah, I think that's actually a great idea.
Well, Rifter, how urgent are you to,
Yeah.
get to the
I mean,
bottom of her?
It'll come in due time. But yeah, as soon as I can be, I suppose. I'm away, I mean, but no need to be on super rushed about it. Mom seems fine for now, and I can do my stuff when I need to.
All right. Can't imagine it's comfortable existing like that, but anyways, I'll have Torm it is then.
Fair enough.
And with the decision, you begin filling out the last bit of the circle to make it so that it actually goes to our Hectorum instead of a nothingness void, and it begins to glow with this bright blue energy as the glyphs on the ground fully ignite and spark with a touch of lightning as they activate.
All right then. Everyone in.
All right.
So, parentheses. Do you actually have the teleportation circle for our Hectorum? Did we talk about that in the past?
I feel like
I would
we
assume
must
you
have,
would. Yeah.
like,
Even though it's not
99%
written down
sure.
on, even though it's not written down on your list, I will make sure to include that.
Pretty sure that was like the first one that he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't you teleport circle to a place that you're familiar with, but you have to roll like a 100 for it?
Teleport. That's
Not
a
like
different one.
A100, but,
Teleportation circle is specifically to other glyphs, like locations on
Okay.
the ground. Like teleportation circles are set up built structures.
Okay, in that case, I would assume that I would probably have that circle
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. So we'll just add it. You have 4. And we will go ahead and swap over to town in just a moment.
Oh my god, to create a permanent sigil, you have to cast it in the same spot for a year. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the lifespan of the caster, it's not too much of an investment.
Every day. You can't miss a day. 365.
I mean,
or however many
literally
days.
all you could do is if you didn't use a cast in a day, you could just be like, everyone's setting up camp. If you're like, oh guys, hold on, I'll be right back. TP circle to the location. TP circle or make one at the location that you want it to become permanent. Make it, and just TP another circle back to wherever the party is, or closest to whatever.
A spoonful
You
of
catch my
level
drift.
spell
Only a
slots.
spoonful of spell slot.
So do you think that would be 2 or 3?
It would have to be 3, right? Because you're going from A to B, and then you're using the slot to count as the cast for that day in that location, and then you're going from B to A again. I don't know.
No.
I just work at the Mages Guild.
I just work here.
For some reason, the new dire one is not showing up in my token list, so I'm gonna need a second. Do you mind too much if we use an old dire token? Never mind, there it is. We found it. Huge.
Pog.
It's been so long since we've been here, guys.
I know.
OMG.
Okay. So first things first. Actually, maybe I should talk. Okay. I want some opinions on this. Maybe I should talk to the lady who actually gave us the fucking what is it? The tarot cards in the first place. She may just know more about this.
That sounds smart.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go talk to her.
I will join you.
I am swapping over the things and also giving everybody proper access to their tokens, because in this version we don't have characters, and so these new things are in fact new.
New things are new.
New thing, new moment.
New like other new.
True.
Do.
Down.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Damn.
Okay, cool. Finally can control myself. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah, I set it up. We're good.
And I've been like properly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've been like properly pardoned at this point, right? Like,
Yes.
pretty sure I'm chill.
It may not have gotten to all parts of the Empire yet, but it is official.
Okay,
because that was
cool.
part of Lorik's communique with the Doma, seeing
No,
as
I
they
just
are
wanted
the
to
ones
make sure
who.
that I remembered that properly. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. In that case, I'll just do a whole Kinku memory. Haha, I can talk, and you can trust that as evidence. Fucking anyway. So I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna look for the lady. I don't think it was. Was it Cat Lady?
It was Cat Lady.
Okay,
Not
and
that is different. That is not.
that Cat Lady.
Yeah, because that is
Okay.
Cat Dude who does different things.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go up to her, and Rifter's going to calmly ask her, excuse me, miss, respectfully, what the fuck?
She gives you a very strange look as she's in the middle of talking to other people with the minor congregation that is here.
Rifter. As he just puts his hand down and face just rubs it. And, ugh.
I just think it's proper for me to be able to say that. Yeah. So you gave me a thing, and he pulls out his tarot card a while back. Yeah, and now I'm coughing up blood. So you wanna run that one by me?
Is Darius doing anything about this, or is he just like, oh well, I guess he's doing it?
I mean, what's he gonna do? Step in?
He's gonna be
do
like,
his
"Hey,
roles to
yo,
face?
just like wait,
Yeah.
just like wait until they're done," sort of.
No.
This isn't a now thing. You can wait 5 minutes.
If I drop dead because I waited for too long, I don't think I'll appreciate that.
We'll
Just to be honest.
revivify you. Don't worry, you big crybaby.
I would like to just not. You know, I think that my health is a perfectly reasonable.
She says a few closing words, and everybody else begins to leave.
Oh my.
So yes, I do stand by this. Am I going to die?
She asks for clarifying details, for which you provide more of them, and she begins to hearken back on the specifics of when you guys were given it in the first place, in that the act of using it draws upon who you are as a person, like they are given to you and manifested by who you are, and as a result they draw from who you are. The
Okay.
continued usage, if you continue to use it, there will doubtless be more consequences if they are beginning to show.
Well, yeah, I figured there'd be consequences, but I thought, maybe, oh, I'm just gonna be tired, or oh, it's gonna feel like running a marathon. I didn't expect, internal bleeding.
It's a very much the changing of fate itself that is how you manifest the powers you are given. Such things are not easy, and often, especially for those untrained, will be it's not like it causes total catastrophe. If you're suffering that much, then you must have worn yourself out a great deal.
Well, not much is probably for certain, but I mean, okay, you said training. So, are you telling me this is a skill that can be mastered?
Yes.
All
That's
right.
right.
I guess I just gotta master it then.
She hops down off the little platform up top, and she pretty bluntly lays into you about how it's not an easy thing to master or begin to learn, because most of the time you just use it when you use it. But much like holding your breath or using a muscle, half the time it's about using it in a small quantity even when you don't need to, but not getting anything out of it such that you can build yourself resistance to it. But even with that being the case, if you're already having side effects, the best thing to do would be simply not to use it for a while and then begin training. It would be like attempting to get a stronger arm while you have a broken bone.
Well, yeah, I figured as much from that. I'm just saying, if it's something that can be learned, well, then I ought to learn it. But, so you don't think there's going to be any, very severe negative consequences for, dabbling in this?
If you do so slowly. But again, it may take a very long time. Perhaps months, perhaps years.
That's fine. As long as I, ain't gonna turn up dead. That's all I was worried about. Alright, well, thank you for your time. And he's gonna piss off.
She and the Reverend kind of just look at you very strangely as you begin to leave.
Darius takes a step forward and gives like a short, shallow, that's the word I'm looking for, bow, and I'm sorry for my friend. He's, well, you can tell how he is. I have a question, though. You said that these cards draw from who you are as a person, correct? Your essence.
Think nothing of it. we were finishing up, and well, of course, it was rude. You need not take the blame on yourself for his action, but to answer your question, yes, they do.
Then how would they be affected by your essence changing? You changing?
Of course, this is a bit of speculation, but most of the time, the essence of someone's soul, at least as far as we understand it, is not something so easily mutable. The characteristics of the person, the choices they make, or the various different paths they choose to walk in life may change, or even drastically change their personality altogether. But the soul is something that people carry from the time they are born to the time they die. And perhaps if they're unlucky enough, beyond it.
Sorry, I had to move out. Everybody just walked into the room and started talking.
Bow now, 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 now. Do you need a repeat?
The last bit, yes.
Alright. What was the last part you remember then?
I remember the beginning, the middle of the whole. It's
And so all the
when you die.
characteristics of a person might be easily changed, their personality, the paths they walk in life and such. The soul is something that a person has and maintains to be distinctly theirs in their own perfectly manifested way from the moment they are born, and hopefully to the point at which they die and no longer.
But surely you're aware of other exceptional changes to a soul, the quality of a soul. Perhaps someone becoming a lich, perhaps someone ascending to godhood. How would that affect this?
As for a lich, it's my understanding that a soul fractures and is broken into different pieces as part of becoming a lich in the act of creating a phylactery, so I wouldn't know either way. I'd assume things would certainly go problematic. As for ascension, I can't say we have any evidence either way, and it's not like the guards are particularly keen to answer questions about themselves.
I understand that all too well. Thank you for your help nonetheless.
You're
Tyra's
part of the
gonna-
Mages Guild, right?
when Rift-
No, my companion is, but I myself have not much business with the Mages Guild.
Well, that could be interesting work of research if you ever choose to pursue it.
Well, should it become relevant to me, I should have first-hand experience, as he nods and makes his way down and out.
She's a little confused by that statement, but moves back and begins talking, and you overhear the slightest little bit as she begins talking to him. What a weird way to start the day.
Hawkray, were you saying something?
When Rifter steps out, Dara's gonna grab him, and this is before the rest of the party leaves. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Rifter.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, not gonna lie. How do you use your tarot card?
What do you mean?
I don't know how to use it. Just squeeze your butt.
I guess. Yeah. It's kind of like, you ever use a magic scroll?
Yes, actually.
Okay, it's kind of like that for me. I just channel something that shouldn't be there into something that's there. Give it on me.
Okay. I'll think about it. It's just that mine doesn't listen to me.
Oh, that sounds unfortunate.
You ever confused? Like, and I'm gonna stop whispering because I heard something.
Yeah,
He's like-
yeah.
Have you ever like tried to have you ever thought like so this one time I thought this leek soup recipe was a magic straw and I tried to use it and didn't do anything obviously. It's kind of like that. So I want to test something out tonight, but it might be dangerous, but I think maybe it'll help me learn how to use this tarot card.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. Love.
Schoenhoff and Zeus walk out at this point. Darius is still inside.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, here you guys. You know, he doesn't really say anything.
Hi, buddy.
I imagine he's just full, like, leaned over, just, like, whispering into his ear, and then, like, just immediately straight and proper, just all the way back goes for being arc, being, like, straight up and down.
Of course. Greetings.
I do not steal from people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Richter's also gonna go ahead and go to the what am I trying to say? The blacksmith man.
Oh shit. Yeah. I'll go too.
Yeah, this is about the last thing I think I can do before I actually need to jet. He's gonna pop in, and he's gonna pop in as himself, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, you geezer?"
He looks up at you, back to his work, then double takes back at you. My, oh my, it's been a long time, lad.
Yeah, that it has. That it has. Yeah, so, pardoned and all. Ain't that funny? Yeah, so, I'm gonna need some extra material. Does that make any sense to you?
You're gonna be a lot more specific than that, lad.
And he's gonna put his dagger of bloodletting on the, anvil, and he's also gonna put his rapier down. And he's gonna say, okay, so I prefer this.
He is currently working on something on the anvil.
Oh, okay. In that case, he does not do that. In that case, he's gonna just pull it out and be like, yeah, I prefer this fella, but this one's clearly the superior piece. But you know, I think we could work to make that not the case.
So transferring over the enchantment from one to the other, then.
I guess I just, you know, I'd like heavier ordnance.
And gives it a bit of a thinking look. He says, if you go ahead and pop right on upstairs to crypt, he might be able to tell you if it's doable or not. If it is, I'll do it for you. You there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. He's gonna go ahead and do what he said and pop on over. Fucking yeah. Functionally, so from a gameplay perspective, what I'm trying to do is actually get the +2 enchantment. That's what I'm really trying to do. I like the bloodletting. The bloodletting thing's fine. But what I really want is the +2 for the rapier. That's mainly what I want.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that part he can probably do if he has the right materials. He asks you what you got on you, if you got anything special that he can work with.
What? Let me see my inventory, because I'm not sure what classifies as special.
Well, that's for you to decide.
Uh,
And me to determine if it...
I actually have. Wait. Actually, wait. No. What I want to do is transfer over the +2 bonus to my new rapier that has like the magic shit on it. Yeah. That's what I should do. Yeah, I think that is what I will go ahead and do.
The new one is just a sword, right?
Yeah, it's just a magic sword. I'd have to Google. You Google. You had it. The description of what it does written somewhere. I don't know where though. I think it's in. It's probably in like. Info
I mean, it is a flying sword.
Flying sword. Okay.
What?
That literal.
Yeah. There's
That's a literal actual thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, flying sword. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. I'm gonna say, yeah, you can just break down this, turn it into this, and we'll be on our way. And he's also gonna go ahead and I guess see if he has anything of finer quality, like anything that's better than what I already have for sale.
Dancing sword is what it's called. And considering the kit you've got set up, aside from like upgrading some of your basic ass daggers, not really, because he doesn't have the materials to work with it. And again, if you want to improve a sword of that level of quality, like considering that it's already a magic sword with that heavy of an enchantment, you're gonna need something potent to be able to augment it with.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
And so
in that case,
this might be the part where you talk around and ask the party if they have any materials that they would like to quote unquote donate. Or if there's anything else that you would
have any materials that you want to sell or give me so I can buff myself.
What would materials be?
I'm not even sure. I remember like I had like a poison orb. Typically magical items. That's usually what it is.
Okay.
Or like rare materials, which I believe Darius would be the one to currently be carrying most of them.
Okay, in that case, he's gonna look at he's gonna run over to his snaky boyfriend real quick, explain the situation, and give him the biggest puppy dog eyes he could possibly muster.
I've got something in my inventory that's after the special guard armor from the pits,
Right.
but before the worms, and it's just orb! Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point.
My guess is that that's the orb that was the bloody orb between the two emancipated people in the same room as the worm room.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you remember the last blacksmith we gave most of the Attenium to, all of the Attenium to, so we can't work with that. Just sort of like pulling things, like rooting through his bag, going through a bunch of stuff. Definitely don't want the worms.
Julia, just seeing as it's been a while, she starts to move past, and it's just like, I'll talk to y'all later, and gives Rifter a little pat on the shoulder. Good to hear you're all right.
Thank you. He's glad.
And slips by Zeus and walks on by back to the bar.
Well, we've got a bunch of stray magical things. We have the ring. I'm honestly rather low on just raw ingredients. We're not exactly harvesters, so he's going to pull out the orb. This is something magical in nature. I still have this on as he pulls off the ring he got from the Volstroms, the Shooting Star 1. So these are the two main magical things that we have, that I have available right now, that I'd be willing to just hand to you.
Thank you, friend. Appreciate it.
Ideally, as he pulls back the orb, we take this upstairs first.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. I mean, no hurry, really. I'm just trying to nick what I can.
Alright, I'm just going to go for now. As he moves up the stairs.
And he nods. And in that case, yeah, I'm just gonna settle for my standard buff. I will give him my dagger of bloodletting, and please, sir, can I get a +2?
So are you
Please,
attempting
sir.
to sacrifice the dagger of bloodletting?
I mean, if he can just do a straight up +2 without needing to sacrifice, then yeah, I'm willing to do that.
I mean, he can't do that on either of them because both of them are already very magical items.
Oh, we can't get a +2 on either of them. Fuck. Okay. Can he make my rapier a +2, like my normal rapier?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He
in
can do
case,
that
I would
with
like
what he's got.
I would like him to do that. How much is it going to be? And if it is low, I will try to panache him to get a fucking lower. If it is too rich for my blood, I have 21 gold.
He thinks it over about how you recently pardoned and asks you, and he tells you he'll make it for 6 if you also give him a few good stories.
Deal. I hand him the gold. And I tell him about that time I totally killed a big monster.
I'm not. It ain't enough to just be a 5-minute story. I mean, we're sitting down for the night and we're having drinks.
He raises his hand and says, all right, I'll also get you some beer. How about that? And from there, he's going to finger guns out of the blacksmith store. And I'm going to finger guns out of the Discord because I am out of time. I love you, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night.
The tiefling also
Yeah,
waves you off as you leave.
He waves goodbye. Bye.
Hold on.
Bye.
Rip Hawk.
Bono, no. What happened to Hawk? No.
BRBing.
Why he BRBing? No.
Because he's BRB. He'll be right BRB.
He'll be right.
He'll be
RB.
right.
Yo, rip. R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Rip and piss.
Zeus is going to try and find some moment to stealth off from the party. To go to his meeting. If he may. Should I roll any stealth check, or is it just he's
For
mindful
what?
moment? To slip off to his meeting. He's going to find a moment when the party isn't paying too much attention.
Sure. Is anybody, since Darius is upstairs, the only person who would really be paying attention to you is Hawk or Dyer and Schoenhoff. So would either of you, what are y'all doing? Which is really just Schoenhoff right now.
Dyer is bedrolling.
What does that even mean?
Dyer is
Anyways,
bedrolling.
I was probably about to walk into the blacksmith's after Rifter.
All right. Rifter heads out. Schoenhoff heads in.
If you want to do your blacksmith stuff first, you can go ahead.
Honestly, I don't know what I can do at the blacksmith. It's not like I wear armor.
Roger.
He is also a weaponsmith, but not like that's much better either.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I know what I'm doing there. Sheriff walks in and starts, it's been a while.
He looks at you, gives you a nod.
I want to apologize for, well, losing is not really the correct word. I had to exchange the necklace.
I saw.
It was hard to do. It was quite the fine piece of craftsmanship, but
That it was.
in
And he,
exchange for it, now I'm able to, and I sort of just spell can I cast that won't blow the building up, but be significant enough
I mean,
to
you're the one
make a
that
point,
that's your choice to make, man. You're the spellcaster.
I'll just like, and to show what I mean, I'll arcane gate to like the museum over to the northeast.
No, no. Boing.
And then I'll do the same thing back.
No. Boing.
Prior to that, the necklace and the claw, I probably wouldn't be able to do that. But
Well, I'm happy for you, lad.
thank you. I'll let you know if I need anything, and this time I'll be sure to hang on to it until I no longer can.
I would hope so.
Then with that, I'm going to exit and then pass into here.
All right. So, Darius, while all that's going on, you woke upstairs, and Pip is currently looking at a few different scrolls in some very bizarre language.
Gonna make his way a little further in. Well met.
Ah, Darius, my favorite man. Good to have you back. Where you been?
Off saving the world, I guess. Nothing big.
Nah, nothing big. If it was important, you wouldn't be back here already. Alright. What you here for?
Don't flatter yourself. We're just passing through to the Savage Kingdoms. Nah, I'm just messing with you. We've got a couple things from our journey. One of which I know what it is, but I think you'd be rather intrigued by it, and another that I've got no clue. Which would you like to start with?
Let's start with the quote-unquote easy one, then.
I'm not sure which one that is. You're a rather good identifier.
Both is good.
All right, we'll start with the orb then, and he's going to pull it out. So, through odd circumstances, we found this in some sort of altar. We're not sure what it was for, what this is for, anything about it, but this seemed to be the key centerpiece of it. So, as he pulls out the orb and hands it over.
He puts up his finger as you begin to, reaches underneath on one of the crates and places a small red cushion on that part of the table for you to place it on.
He does so.
Alright. He slides it down to the middle of the table and hops up on the other bench and begins pulling down a few different components from the ceiling, like a few different lenses, different arcane glyphs, and starts looking at it so that he can start getting an idea of it. Yeah, I think I'll be able to make sense of it, but you know the drill, unless you don't.
What was that fee again?
10 gold each? Nah, alright. Should have lowballed it. Maybe if I said 2, you'd believe me. Nah, it was just 1.
You're funny. It was a good joke, as he pulls out 10 gold. And to make up for everything that I've missed with you, to make up for all the time that you could have been identifying things that we'd had.
You're too generous a kid. You know that?
If only I was a kid.
Oh, please. You're a 10th my age.
Sure, but...
And he hops back on and starts flickering a bunch of different things, and the lights start going a little zoom, 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 and he starts trying to make sense of it.
I have reason to believe that it's something relatively, at least adjacent to psionic in nature. But I'm just talking out my ass.
Thanks for the heads up. And he moves over and puts on a little helmet from underneath. It's got a few parts that are just little lead engravings and spirals that go around the entire length of the cranium.
He's just gonna watch for now.
The first few minutes are pretty normal, but eventually as he starts scanning it with different very, very, very small energy beams that are like sort of testing and probing it for stuff, one of them reacts very poorly, and the entire room goes dark for a brief second before there's this sound of a clock and it goes back to normal. Well, that's not good. Gotta
It didn't seem like it.
knobs back down. Well, that's the failsafe, so I'm not going to work on it anymore today until it recharges. For now, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to wait.
Yeah, not a problem at all. We should be here for a while as we wait for Lorik to come back from reporting to the Delmarevs. But the other thing that I think you'll find interesting and it is correct that
I'll get you out what I've already got so far. Before we had to go with that whole rewind situation, the obviously, like you were picking up, it's got a little bit of psionics on it. But I'm also noticing that it's got like a big part of it's more on like the souls of it rather than the mind of it.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get more figuring out more what that means later, because it went kapooey when we did it with a empathy beam rather than a mental one.
Mhm. Well, perhaps it would be better if I'd said this earlier, but the context in which we found it was some contraption linking two people.
Checks out.
All right. The other thing, just double checking with you, JC. It is confirmed that we do know what the things that we got are, right? Like you
Yeah,
showed them.
yeah.
Okay. And he pulls out the cube,
there
being
was-
very careful not to touch any of the faces and to hold the edges.
There was a ledger that you pilfered along with it to identify
Right.
them.
And with the cube, kind of makes his way over. We were so lucky to come across this, especially considering what we intend to do soon, as he very carefully sets it down.
Woo, boy. Haven't seen one of those in like 50 years. Sheesh.
Honestly, a shorter amount of time than I would have expected.
So he pulls the cube out. Sternhoff also walks in.
Hello, Hoff.
Hey Darius, how'd your stuff go?
Catastrophically, but then it didn't, so we're fine.
All's well ends well.
So
He looks up.
and he crouches down and looks at it, starts twisting a little bit of from the corners, obviously taking the caution, identifying, taking out some notes that it's the parts that are gold, the parts that are lead, the parts that are a little bit of silver on the corners, taking a tiny little scrape off one of the faces and putting it into a very, very small glass jar, and then casting a little bit of air magic to remove the air from it so that it's just an isolated sample, and asking you what you want to do with it. Just where each one goes, or
That would be nice information. I think I'm aware of where at least two of the faces go. Obviously, one is the material plane, but if you could, do you know how long would it take you to figure out where each of the faces lead?
at a bare minimum tomorrow because I'm not taking any chances with another catastrophe.
No failsafe.
I haven't had to use that thing in a long time, so if that was part of it, I'm definitely not taking my chances. It's not like it's just some book, but beyond that, not more than a few hours.
All right. Well, forgive me. This is not something that I am going to leave in the shop, especially considering where we got it. So unless no, you said you won't be working on it till tomorrow, so I'll take it back to our house, keep it on us, and then I'll come back tomorrow.
Works for me. Doing the same for your orb there?
Would you like me to, considering
I
what it just
would.
did? All right.
Glad I didn't have to ask.
As he grabs it, comically tosses it up in the air and hits it with a baseball, but no.
Explodes
What
of
is
cringe.
baseball?
What is baseball? So, Hoff, you walked into anything I can do for you, my fine fellow?
Well, out of character, I thought I was the one who had the cube, so in character, nothing in particular, just seeing how things were going, identifying what we had picked up on our last adventure.
Shame. Anything you'd like to talk about from it? I'm sure there's plenty of riling moments.
Oh, well, I suppose I could recount our last expedition if you would like.
Oh, be careful what you recount. There's no failsafe right now.
I suppose I'll keep it brief then. And I briefly recount our expedition to the manor and storming it and fighting the poor peasants and the earth movers, not vendors,
Death itself.
and some sort of split between undead and spirit, and the conclusion.
That part really draws his attention, and he asks if you have any paintings of it or any mind prints or anything that you'd be able to show off.
I mean, we could get Rifter to draw a picture of it. We knew it spoke Abyssal
He
very fluently.
he chokes on his spit for a second as you say you could get Rifter to draw, and he's like, "Look, I get the kid has a good memory, but he's a lot better with a dagger than he is anything else."
Well, sure, but that's only because he's disproportionately good with the dagger.
Suppose I could try and become more in-depth about its description, if you'd like, from what I can recount. Because I feel like Struenhoff would have gotten a pretty solid grasp of the thing, since we were in the room for a long time with it.
He shrugs. Well, I ain't got anything better to do, and he hops down. Ka-dunk, ka-dunk. Seeing as I'm not working anymore today, how about we split it over some drinks, considering how fine and generous you were just now, Darius.
That sounds like a good idea that I haven't heard in a long time.
It's good to have some downtime.
Y'all are in the bottom left now.
Ah, true.
As y'all walk in, Julia was currently taking Zeus's order, and Darius in particular. For you, Gerald just looks up and he's like, "And he's back! All right." He reaches under the counter and already starts pouring some shock stop.
Oh my, you know me so well. Oh, you'd think that we would have had larger breaks when we were staying in the dungeon, but nonetheless, feels like it's been feels like it's been years. I miss the smell of this place.
I miss the feel.
I miss not having my life threatened every half second.
It's a fancy day because they're cooking eggs today.
Oh my. What's the occasion?
You would know the occasion. It's a minor holiday.
Ah. I see. So and he turns back to the table. The creature. Sternhoff
Yeah.
probably has a better description of it, but what I can remember, it was some sort of bandaged, almost like a mummy. It could move through us. It erected some sort of pinkish purple barriers that it could move freely through, and we could move freely through. I'm not sure what they were for. It was
Oh, the
intelligent
creature
enough to have a
doesn't really do
conversation.
it justice.
It was enormous. It was I can't. I don't know if it was an abomination or a demon or a fiend or what it was, but all I know is it spoke fluent abyssal. The kind that you can't replicate.
And that gets him to wince a little.
Did Zeus also say something about abyssal and nobility?
I have no idea.
Or is this a hierarchy of some sort?
You peer over to him as he's having a little bit too much of a laugh with the barmaid.
What a fella.
Something about abyssal relating to social status or hierarchy.
Yes. Abyssal changes depending on your rank in. Generally, it's demon society, considering demons are the ones that mostly speak abyssal. What with more refined demon speech being nearly a different language from that of the barkings of an underling. But from what I could tell, at least, that was the reason I say it's irreplicable is because of its layering of high-class sounds, its noises that you cannot make with your voice, no matter how hard you might try. Not even, I don't think, Rifter could. Which made me all the more worried when that dickhead started disrespecting it, as he sort of nods his head over to Zeus.
Not intentionally, of course, but
Very intentionally. You don't know what he was saying.
well, forgive me then.
Zeus is just having a nice conversation.
Hopefully that thing forgave him.
And we're lucky it did, or it was on even footing, or whatever godforsaken reason that thing didn't eviscerate him the second he showed disrespect.
Here were your motives, if I were to guess.
Of
Maybe,
some kind.
maybe in a good mood. If things like that have good moods.
We'll talk with him later. What do you make of it, Pip?
He's just shaking his head. Anything that I'm thinking of that it could be, you'd probably know if it was. So it's got me stumped.
And
Wow.
the one person that might know what it was is firmly body in the ground, spirit in the sky.
I mean, can demons become undead?
I mean, I mean, it depends if you consider them alive in the first place.
Right.
I don't think I've personally seen an undead demon, but I don't know if it could be possible. I don't know.
And on that topic,
He takes a deep breath. I've heard about the idea that Damon's got a soul, however messed up it is, and what was this the same spot you ended up finding the orb and whatnot?
Yes, nearly the exact next adjacent room.
Was there any chance it's a similar situation of some kind where it was some sort of origin, or maybe like possessing a body, or maybe a summoning or something like that, or did it feel more natural than that?
I think it's important to mention that the orb was a centerpiece leading to two corpses of, I believe it was, some, what was it, Darius? People who were studying fire demons, was it?
It's not something I was particularly focused on.
Demonologists?
Yeah, Schoonhoff is remembering correctly. They were flame demonologists.
I believe they were flame demonologists. It was almost as if their life force was being drained into that orb. Just a room away from that.
Well, maybe when I have more of an answer on the orb, I'll be able to get you more of an answer on that.
What I'm worried about, particularly regarding this monster, is that once we finished what we were doing, it was gone. So it's either back to its plane or somewhere on this one.
He just rolls his eyes. Well, I'm old enough to know that insulting you doesn't get anywhere, but, it is what it is. Let's hope somebody finds it and stops it if it's still here.
Stops it from doing what? I mean...
Oh, please, I'm well enough to hear whatever it is you're sorry, redo. I'm well enough in the ear to hear how y'all are describing it. It had you scared shitless. It might, and if it's got you scared, it's got everybody else scared.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Well, I don't know if it should make it more or less terrifying, but it's intelligent, so it's not going to go killing random people. So, as he sort of leans in, how long do you think it takes before Zeus over there gets rejected?
What time is it?
About 2 hours before noon.
Are there clocks?
Yeah.
And I kind of look around in the bar for a clock.
There is in fact a clock.
And after reading the clock, I say, give it about hour and a half, maybe 2.
That's
That
rather
might be-
generous.
I was about to say that myself.
Question. If Zeus is constantly kind of like keeping his perception up while here, is there any way that it would be possible that he hears this?
Bro,
I think
I'm
with
sneaky as fuck. Excuse
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily see you, but maybe I
Okay,
can't
okay.
see you.
Hearing
Oh,
them,
hear this bad.
give me just a moment. I'm gonna do a first roll.
Got you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's possible.
yeah. Like it's
Oh,
not
should I-
too loud right now. Like it's a relatively well tamed morning.
Got
It's
you.
it's borderline peaceful with how mundane the audio is. It's a little bit of clacking of silverware, the occasional frying of a pan, a little bit of a chuckle from time to time, and not much else. It's very pedestrian, very nice.
Uh.
Go ahead and give me a perception.
Uh-huh. Okay, perception don't fail me.
And Dyer, just to make sure that you really are the sneaky boy, would you mind giving me a stealth?
That actually, that's fair.
Yeah, and this is against his passive because he's listening out.
Yeah. More cognizant of what's inside the...
Wait, you roll perception first. Wait, you have reliable talent as well, so, and I assume you have proficiency in it.
Yeah. I rolled a 22, I believe. Unless
22.
a nat
Yeah.
12.
That's a 12. That's a 12. Okay. I mean, I'm not moving more than half my speed, so I'm not. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Is it the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
in
yeah, dude.
400?
I love
Yeah.
dude. That's exactly how much I need.
Yeah. Well, no. Like that is. Wait, is 22 his passive perception as well?
No. 20 is my passive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're fine.
So he beats it anyway.
Yeah. Like this is what I mean. As long as you don't get double ones.
Mhm.
Upon hearing this bet forming from across the bar, Zeus is going to just kind of get everything he can out of this conversation to make it just last as long as possible. But at some point, he'll be like, actually, there are ways that I can get a little bit more privacy. I don't have to look over my back as much. Or I assume so. Are there
Nah.
rooms at this inn?
There are. She puts her left arm around you as you continue talking.
He's gonna continue his business, I think, upstairs.
Darius like, shit. He has business. I thought he just in Darius' brain, like Zeus just forewent the penis. Save up a bit of mass for something else.
Well, you can ask him about it later. Who's to say?
I really don't want to.
He leaves and starts heading upstairs with Julia quick in tow.
As I pass the two, I'm going to just with my arm around her so she can't see it, I'm just going to flip them off. You boy.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to trip him.
Alright.
Can you do that?
Roll.
I mean,
First,
that makes sense.
Zeus, give me an acrobatics.
Acrobatics, got it. That's
That
a
is
2.
That
I
is a
can-
13. Okay, I'll say that's hittable. Go ahead and give me an attack roll unmodified. Enough.
So a D20.
Yeah.
wait,
D20
on-
D20 casting modifier.
20 casting, so
Plus
that's
5.
okay.
Well, that would be because it was a nat 2, it would change to a, was it because of reliable talent? Wouldn't
Wait,
it go
do
up
you
to-
have proficiency?
I do have proficiency in acrobatics.
Then yeah,
yes.
that would go to 22.
22.
Did you turn it on?
I'm going to use Wheel of Fortune to reroll his acrobatics.
All right. Give me another.
That's the lowest it can be.
Oh wait, it is? Oh fuck, I didn't see the 11. Never mind.
Well,
What?
So when you say a spell casting roll with spell modifier, do you mean like a spell attack roll,
Yeah.
or like just? Oh, then you also get proficiency, which is plus 6 more. No, not proficiency. What's the spell? Is that in the case?
Yeah,
Don't
spell
think-
attack modifiers include proficiency.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, spellcasting plus proficiency, yeah. So you get 6 more, which is
then,
25.
Then I would like to use psionic bolstered
Yep.
knack which is when I fail. I would like to roll.
Jesus, the pettiness in these two.
Alright,
you
let's
have to be
see
something-
that-
you have to get a 3, a 4.
Let's see that 3 or above.
Damn it!
No.
I hate this
Alright.
bullshit.
I will consider that a mild success, and while he doesn't fall on the floor, he certainly stumbles over himself with it. You kind of push down on Julia a little bit as you go, but maintain
I'll go.
upright.
Sorry, I guess you could say I just fall for your beauty so easily.
Oh, eat shit, bro. What the fuck is that? Ah!
Lol.
I'm gonna disown my
then-
brother, bro.
And then hours later, I'll return.
An hour and a half later.
Well, I mean, look, after the first minute, there's not much I need to do.
True.
The rest is just talking like. The rest is just like. Actually, does Zeus have any hobbies?
What?
Worshipping
He-
mommy. I
Like,
guess.
And I know
I'll say if you're
says,
asking me,
killing people's moms.
if you're asking
Yeah,
me,
you come up
I
with
would
something.
say
It's your choice.
he recently got into map making. And so just
Map
for
making.
skills.
That makes sense.
And then because I'm playing him, he likes gambling. So that's his interest.
I mean, he is smart enough for it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He likes gambling, but he likes
That's
being
true,
the
that's
house.
true. To him, it's not gambling. Yeah.
I mean-
Oh, I like that. Yeah. To him, he's the house. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a chance thing for him. It's more of a math based.
He does it for the fun of like he loves like finding the most arrogant person and making them lose everything. That's his favorite thing to do.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh, that's because he's usually the most arrogant person.
Yeah, he's like there can only be one. All right, I'm the captain now.
There
I'm
can
gonna-
only
I'm gonna
be
sta-
one.
second- Story work. So before Zeus does anything spicy, right? Dyer knows, right? Dyer knows what a bedroom is. He's like, okay, I'm sure that if I wait too long, it might be really awkward if I do climb up the window. So he does it really fast. I'm gonna climb up the side and try to track Zeus down. And because I saw the whole mage hand thing, I assume it was not concealed. I'm
No,
gonna.
it was.
I'm gonna.
I have a thing that
Was
lets
it concealed?
me choose. So it's not. It is not invisible by default. Because I have telekinesis, I can choose to make it invisible.
Oh, got you.
So I chose to make it.
You know what?
invisible.
Okay, I'll just let my brother exist then.
No. You
Nah,
are
fuck him
the
up.
assassin from Assassin's Creed. We'll go with the 2 move set, and you just move over to the side. You plant your foot on the window seal bottom and start parkouring your way up the side. You grab the little tatter pole and you peek your head into the window, and they are both respectfully sitting on opposite sides of the room. One of them in a chair and one of them in the bed.
Yeah.
Talking about map making. Oh,
Yeah.
this is. Oh, now I feel awkward. I'm just gonna leave.
Zeus, as you're talking to
So
her,
what is
you
this?
turn your head to the right and you see your brother's horns and the very slightest bit of his eyes poking out over the doorway or over the
Do I
windowsill.
see him? Do I see him
Yeah.
see me?
I want to keep it
yeah.
not known that I. Oh, okay.
But that, like there's full on eye contact. You're just staring at each other for a second and a half or so.
I give him a thief. I give him a thieves' can sign for. Do you know where the bathroom is?
I was going to point downstairs.
I say- give him a hand sign of. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He looks over at Dyer, just moves over and opens the window.
And I say, "Wow, you should. Oh man, you should really keep this window closed. There's a breeze out here." And I close the window and jump off.
Would
I
you
feel like Dyer's the-
mind? Would you mind going ahead and making me a evasive roll?
Evade. What is an evasive roll?
You know your whole evasion talent thing?
Yes. Oh, okay. 14.
14. Okay. She reaches out and grabs you, and she's very surprisingly strong as she begins to
Like,
pull you back in.
I use I don't really have anything. I'm just gonna. I can only let it happen, I guess.
You can say that you don't consent, and then it's illegal.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just limp. Like, you know when you grab a cat by the neck.
He just full ragdolls and just.
Yeah.
Is
What is that?
this like she's like defense mode? Question mark?
No. This is her bringing him in and being like, well, you wanted to talk with him too, so how's as good a time as ever?
Brother, were you trying to plant another whoopee cushion in my room again?
No, I was trying to use a stink bomb, but I ran out of stink. I only have bombs, and I don't want to do that.
That's fair enough. You know
okay.
how I work in certain, circles. This is just a meeting of that, but
Yeah, I know, Julia.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not sure what you know or not. It seemed like you were very
Yeah.
intrigued to get a view of what was happening, so I figured I would clarify.
No, I wanted to stink bomb you, but once again I ran out of stink, and I was not gonna bomb the tavern.
You didn't realize you ran out of stink bombs? Like before you embarked on this plan?
No,
Hey, really quick, what color are
no,
Dyer's
because
eyes?
every time I do that to you, I have a stink bomb. Also, yes, the plan is to just go in. It's like, actually, that explains why I ran out, but
I forgot part of it. You've got me, blessed. If you could just tell the boys downstairs that that's not what's happening, that would be great. Because they were being little assholes about this.
I mean, I don't know, man. This is.
It
this
is
seems
better
pretty
for the
fishy
sake
to
of
me.
appearances.
I mean,
That's true.
do you want something in return?
She just rolls her eyes. Look, I'll
Let me
just give
think.
you your information. It's
Wait.
what I owe you. So,
He'll be out of here in a second. Look, don't mind him, okay? What do you want, brother?
Wait, did you want me here? Oh, me or her?
No, No. You will leave because you have nothing to do, brother.
Uh-huh.
This is just like the goop situation. All right, I tell you to stop, but you keep going. The bit is too far.
I mean,
No,
if
don't you bring up
everything,
the goop to me.
if everything you're saying's true, he might as well be clued in too, right?
I guess. Do you want
Oh,
to be
shit.
clued in?
Yes. What are we
Awesome.
talking about?
Now, if you break this, brother, I will steal everything from your person, and I will hide it in the places you don't want to look. So this stays secret.
You cannot fit 74 acid flasks in your pants.
I will not put it in it was not in my pants, alright?
There's like 4 places I cannot search in the world. As a proclaimed master of pickpocketing, there's only 4 pants I will not pickpocket.
Only 4? Why is that
Yeah.
list not longer? I don't,
Why
what
would
are
I-
you telling
why
me
would
about
it need to be-
trust? What is this? What the hell?
Parentheses.
No. I trust you, and also I don't want to pickpocket your pants. Just a funny coincidence. I don't think that's a big deal. Also,
Julia,
4 is
continue.
plenty. 4 is plenty. I'm sure Rifters is more like 1.
Oh, that's fair enough. Well, he's a respectable rogue, that's why.
And it's not out of respect or trust.
I have no doubt this is the reason why Dyer got caught at the beginning of the campaign.
Oh yeah, I forgot that my character's beginnings in this campaign was just so he got caught.
Shit happens.
Shit
Julia, would you like to continue? Also, is there any of my cut of what's been going on?
One more time?
Is there any of my cut, my money
Yeah.
that we have gained that would then flow to
She
me?
confirms and she can handle it tonight.
Thank you.
Would you like it
Pretty
in
sure.
full or half as usual and keeping the other half stored?
Half as usual. What a Zeus though, bitch. I'll take half as
Zeus
usual.
is fucking smart, is what he is.
Zeus-
He's
I mean,
not.
Zeus-
He is not the kind of guy to carry all of his money on his person and then lose it in a single bad event.
Oh, I can't wait for campaign 2 for that to happen all the time.
Like
Oh,
literally,
this is gonna be the
literally
dumbest.
just walking through a field and not realizing that your wallet is gone. Right? Magic makes thieving shit so easy sometimes.
That's true. That's true. I'll take half of it, and then if you could, hold off on the rest. But everything seems to be on the up and up. Any big, things that have happened?
You'll begin discussing the going-ons of the recent town shenanigans. The big part is that they've gotten a little bit of word about the upcoming newspaper and how it's progressing, and that apparently y'all are big names in it.
All of us are big names.
Only checked for the two of you, really, but yeah, looks like all of you. Now, if that's what makes
Wait.
it to the end, that's one thing.
Dyer, do you want to be included in this little
I
newspaper?
mean, we're moving. Wait, you mean in this conversation?
No. I mean, in this, this newspaper that seems to be up and coming. Do you wish to remain nameless in it, or?
Are you gonna remain?
I think I would prefer to.
Okay, then
these
yeah, let's. I mean, I'm gonna assume that the three of us are just speaking about like beans or something, but we're
Yeah.
actually speaking about people things. He says, then yeah, I think that makes sense. I feel like every time people in our line of work are asked that question, usually it's no, but sometimes it's a little funny when it's yes. But yes, let's scrape our name. That's what I mean.
All right. Dyer will pay for our names to be scraped. Go ahead and send somebody out. And
Why? I have like 2 gold left.
well, you decided to try and sneak on us, so maybe.
You
about
literally, we sneak. That's how we walk. Also, I got lost. I was looking for the bathroom.
Yes.
I mean, the
I've heard
outhouse.
that excuse before.
Yes, because I need to pee many times a day.
But brother, how often do you drink water to where you need to piss this much?
When I'm thirsty,
Are you thirsty all the time? What drains the liquid from your body so much? Are you
Climbing
cursed with
windows.
something? The number one piss maker.
She's just
Climbing
smiling and shaking her head and moves over and kisses Dyer on the forehead. I've missed you. And he turns to Zeus. And you're doing good taking after him.
Well, I don't get a kiss.
what the fuck is happening?
Some bullshit.
There's like, oh my. But yeah, he just thinks, oh, it's nice to be back in town instead of like in the middle of fuck nowhere.
So we'll go ahead and scrape our names. Everything else sounds good enough. Keep up with all the good work, and we'll hopefully see each other again. Should fate not bring an end to any of our stories soon.
Why you gotta say statue?
So, shooting off, Darius. You see as, Zeus and Julia go upstairs with her giggling as they woke up, and you hear the door close.
Hmm.
I didn't think Julie was that kind of person. I'm rather sure that I've seen her shoot down every patron that's ever spoken her name in that kind of manner. Huh. I suppose he has a sort of riz to him, doesn't he?
That's exactly why.
Kipip's just, I beg your pardon, he's got what?
Don't worry about it.
I call him Roos. You got the Roos.
You could say that he's Riz King it all.
I hate this.
Guys, check H memes. I got bored.
Oh,
Oh,
babe, check age memes. A new gold meme just dropped.
Yeah, yeah, that vibes. A meme to surpass Metal Gear.
What the fuck is this? Is this a reference to something?
Yes, this is a reference to right now.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, is a format like a specific thing? Because this looks
Nah.
oddly specific. Oh, this is just an artistic rendition.
This is my style.
I appreciate the horn accuracy.
I really tried.
I've had
Really?
illustrators pay less attention to my design, dude. So yeah, what are we doing? Are we...
Well, at the moment, Darius and Schoenhoff are confused about the situation, and then does anybody else have anything else they'd like to cover right now?
Not for now.
I don't think so.
All right, a few more drinks are had despite it being morning. The meal is provided. Big ol' Gerald brings it out and hands it to you, catches up with you for a brief moment as he sits down. And eventually, you see as Zeus, Julia, and Dyer all come down the stairs.
Wait, Zeus would be like, leave out the window. You're not coming down the stairs, you fucking idiot.
And so they're hearing that at the top of the stairs.
Okay, fine. And then he's like, all right. And he opens the window next to the stairs and jumps out.
But Zeus senses and thieves can't.
Okay.
What does that sound like?
It sounds like, hey, I think I saw some beans out that window. Hey, yeah.
So yeah, y'all hear as the door opens upstairs. There's Zeus says something about beans on toast, and then you hear Dyer trying to say something in a different sort of accent that doesn't sound like Dyer, but it's still very much obviously Dyer, and being like, "Oh yeah, like upside down crocodile alligator, my man," and then you know the creaking of a window, a door, and Dyer landing on the ground outside the window.
It's nasty.
Ew.
Yeah,
Alright,
those-
I land outside and then I eventually make my way in, probably after Zeus.
I'll kind of like hold Julia's hand and give her a bit of a bow and a kiss on the hand and then walk out.
She plays along and gets back to work and goes and talks to Gerald for a bit, catching up before going out and distributing some more
he's
food
walking
after.
out, as he's walking out, I'm gonna trip him again with invisible mage hands, and also use my bonus action to telekinetically shove him in the direction that he would be falling because of mage hand.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with an extra +1. Go ahead and give me an evasive, Mr. Zeus.
Nice. That's is that
26 is what
What
your roll
is-
is, Sternhoff.
Yup.
is that acrobatics? Or
That's
is
your whatever your evasion one is.
that evasion is okay. Let me read.
Evasion is a passive,
Dex.
but it's on deck saves.
Got you. Also, question:
Yes.
to just avoid that, can I just teleport a little bit?
Oh my
Give me a
God.
perception. Give me a perception. 'Cause this time, last time I would have said no because it was out of the blue. This time, I'd say yeah. Like he did it last time. I think you'd be reasonably on edge right now. So let's see if you anticipate it properly.
24.
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm just gonna like teleport a good amount
Counterspell.
of feet over to. Wait, is it a spell?
I don't believe. No, it's not.
Fuck. I keep going.
It just happens at instant speed. It's just. Boom.
Where does he teleport to?
All right. So he's probably tripped like around here, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna. He knows what's going on. He's going to
He's
teleport.
gonna trip and fall 30 feet away.
He refuses. All right. He's like, what is the vision quote? He's something persisting. All right. Go
Well,
teleport
you
here.
could actually teleport 60 feet away.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Teleport now there. Like, I'm not letting this happen. This shit's fucked up. My brother already tried to peep on me. I'm out of there.
What did you do to him? Where did he go?
Wait, did Zeus just go like and just vanish? What the fuck?
I didn't yell. As soon as I feel a slight amount of pressure, Zeus is just going to be like, nope. And he's just going to
Just
pop outside.
Just yeah.
Wait.
Oh my God, Shunov, you killed him!
You killed him!
Where did he go? What did you do?
I'm going to immediately stealth when I'm outside.
I just shrug. At least he's out of the tavern. I think.
Do I see this happen when I come in?
Yeah. You see Zeus, like, pops up to your south, and then you turn the corner.
I'm like, oh. I don't know what to say. Darius is gonna be like,
They
oh,
don't like me.
what happened? Why did you teleport out?
He keeps trying to trip me. He keeps trying to make me look bad.
So
like
Darius,
I'm some sort
you're
of
able
villain.
you're able to at least hear that he is in
Well-
fact not dead.
Beans, 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 beans.
How could you say that?
Our own mother.
She is our mother.
Well, Di, where do you want to go? I don't want to go back in.
I mean, we have to recoup with the group.
Do we? Do we
Yes.
though? Do we really?
Yes.
Di, think about this for 2 more seconds. Listen to the words I'm saying. Do we really?
Yeah.
Fine.
Dyer walks in.
Who's follows?
Alright. When he walks in, he just heads straight for the table. Interestingly, turn of events. I don't think Dyer knows like this fella right here. So
Probably not.
no.
But that's
literally,
funny.
For many reasons, every time he's there, Dyer's not. So
But luckily, he's there right now, so they're not the same person. Isn't that great?
yeah,
Yo.
it's like Batman and Bruce. Bruce Wayne. And so Dyer sits down and he's like, okay, so out of character, did we have like a plan we're heading towards?
That sounds like a good thing to talk about.
Because I feel
'Cause
like
I don't believe Dyer's been caught up on it.
Okay, so Dyer sits down and just says, "So, do we have somewhere to meet?"
Well, I mean, if you're done fucking around on the roof, then
I'm never, but I'll take a break.
all right. Well, assuming everything goes to plan with Lorik and reporting and everything,
Mhm.
my desire would be that we head west into the Savage Kingdoms in search of that weapon. Do you
How-
know what I'm talking about, Di? Sorry, I don't mean
No.
to condescend. It's just I have to condescend to you.
He's just thinking, and he's like, is that like a weapon that is really powerful? That
Sort of. You remember the whole clause created before the world was remade, that kind of.
no, actually. was
So
that?
basically, when Dendar existed in this plane, it was quote unquote remade with his image in mind. Think of it like a natural force can't just suddenly exist. A natural force has to have always have existed.
Right. That makes sense.
This weapon was created before that, and hence can hurt him.
Well, this sounds like a good thing for us to have, and not for the enemy to have.
Yeah, and then I'm going to kill him with it.
Oh, that sounds great. How do we get there in time? How long is Lori gonna be gone?
Last time it was a week, right?
Can we get to the kingdoms and back in a week? Or I guess he can go find us there.
I don't think we... honestly, it's not an enormous time crunch right now. It's not like my entire people are waiting on me or anything.
Well, I don't know the truth. Are they actually waiting on you?
He just chuckles at it. He doesn't actually answer.
There's... Maybe he looked at Struna.
From what I know about Yuan T. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can stop right there.
There's like... Well, Zeus and I don't really have a mission besides waiting to see if somebody wants to kill our family, then we'll just, chill out. And also Zeus wants to do Thieves Guild thing. Wait, question out of character. I don't remember if Zeus left the Thieves Guild, or if he's just like stepped down, or maybe he just doesn't.
You don't know either way. It sounds like something to talk about.
Oh shit, we didn't talk about it? Did we talk about it in No Travels, actually? I guess I asked Raiden.
I would say that he wouldn't give away like his position or anything, but he would probably say that he's still in it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, there just says we don't really have much to do. A part of us coming back here is because
sorry, I made a promise to somebody I would fix some things in Shibalo. Is the only thing.
Oh.
It's a little out of the way, but we do
Well,
have
if-
a rather quick access to it, so...
Just if there's other things this party wants to do. If not, I will get to it in my own time.
Regardless, my plan is to head west, kill a god, and usurp their throne. Simple.
Of note,
Well-
Zeus. A long time ago, when Dyer was going out into a dangerous circumstance, you gave him a few beads of teleportation and told him to use them if things ever got messy. Dire as they were. He has not used them. I believe this is something that you should talk to him about.
I think I don't know why I'm thinking about this now.
You do know why you're thinking about that, but we'll cover that in a second.
he says, "Wait, what?"
You should have those little beads. This is teleportation beads I gave you.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
Cool. No problem. What? Talk about this. True based. Just maybe it's a way to achieve multiple goals at the same time. I don't know.
Since you
Wait,
are
but
the
what did
person
these
who
do?
made the beads, you can go ahead and break the news to them that was specifically to, teleport them to Shibalo, because that was a safe space away from wherever they would be, because, good business contacts there and all.
I
You
remember all of
were
this,
on
of
very
course.
good terms.
True. They are very specifically could send you to Shibalo. So easy way of doing that, because that would be a safe place to be. I'm currently maybe not on the kindness of terms, but I think that relationship is something that can be mended,
Well, I mean, you did kill the ruling lady. Now, nobody knows this. They don't need to know this, but you know what? Actually, yeah. Why would they know this? It's okay. Let's go.
Okay.
If we depart would it be closer if we depart from there and go to the Savage Kingdoms afterwards?
Oh, you know what? He has been taking up cartography, so I guess he could answer. The answer would be yes, it would be shorter, but it would also probably be tougher because the area between them is a fairly inhospitable desert, but it would be cutting the time down in half.
Shorter but tougher, but when are we ones to shy away from a fight?
Look at the rest of the party. You know, it's a collective decision, definitely.
I mean, as much as cutting down on the time would be cool and all, I don't know if just crossing the Great Desert is quite something that you just fight through. Do you even have you? It makes me question if you've even ever been to the Savage Kingdoms.
Have I? DM, have I?
Yes, you have many times. In particular, to foster that relationship, among many, many, many other things. Yes.
Darius, my boy. There are great
My
many
boy.
things you don't know about me. When it comes to speaking languages that you just don't know that well, or traveling
Oh my
places
God.
where you're just not really
I'm
able
going to
keep
cut
up
your
to my
tongue out so you
abilities.
can't speak any languages.
All right. This has been fun. I think we should go to Chibalo and then we skedaddle over. We can either teleport, we can do something else. You know where we shouldn't be? Here. Let's go.
We're still waiting on Lorik either way.
Wait, are we gonna wait for him here or are we gonna wait for him over there?
I mean, considering I don't think he would have a very easy way to contact us, and we would be ahead of him by a significant margin if we don't wait for him here.
Okay,
Parentheses. This was the agreed upon getting together point.
Besides, it's not like he's taking a journey. He's just reporting and then coming back, and he should have access to the teleportation network of the Delmarevs. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't make it back later today.
Oh, okay. And then, have we checked out? What did we do with the house?
It's our house. What do you mean?
I don't know. Sometimes people sell the house. Sometimes you come back home and the house is gone, and everybody you loved also is gone, or changed, and they don't know you anymore. You know that kind of stuff.
All right, first
Jesus.
one, we can wait to sell it until this is more contested realty. Population only increases, and eventually this will become a city, somewhere that property and that large amount of property is contested.
Sounds
B, we would have been notified if our house was destroyed legally. C, what was your third point? I wasn't listening.
Nothing that I couldn't find my family. But
Oh, yes, sorry, that was a bad thing to say I wasn't listening to. I see
anyway,
all of you right here, so.
yes, that's pretty good.
Although
Yeah,
Lorik
because I
is...
remember. That's. I'm wondering. Is he always fine in these trips?
he's
I
never
guess
been
he's
not
going
fine.
to the number. Because I'm just surprised that with all the chaos and the hatred for the Delmarev overall, with a lot of like the Commonwealth, that he's always, that he doesn't get more shit.
I hope, I assume, or at least I hope, that he's taking the procured Delmarov passageways to try and avoid that kind of thing. Going through the teleportation networks, traveling along roads that are guarded, that kind of thing. If he's not, I'm going to beat it into him, but...
Even if he can take
That
care
doesn't
of
sound. What's the drink called?
even if he isn't, he can take care of himself.
That's true. He's very tall.
He
So
is
what
very
do we do to kill time? What do we do to kill time?
We
I
could
haven't
discuss
been inside.
how much Zeus paid for that exchange.
Excuse me. What are you implying?
I'm implying that I've never seen that barmaid. ever take up anyone's approaches before you. Shot down. Instantly.
Well, it sounds like you
Always.
don't have much respect for her, so if
What
you
was-
are to imply that I would simply buy my way.
No. Au
Hey,
contraire. Au contraire. I have so much respect for you. So much respect for her that the only way I could ever see her with you is that way.
Well, you know I'm broke, so obviously that little theory
Wait, you're
is not
broke?
correct. I said this earlier when we went into one of these stores.
Oh,
Ah,
Explains
yes,
a
I will
lot.
take you at your word. What a wise thing for me to do.
Of course. Look, my brother has taught me many great truthful things, and if anything has been proven on this journey so far, it's that I will go to great lengths to make sure the truth gets out.
Hey,
Wait,
DM,
is
would
that-
I
is
have
that
been
what
able
we
to
agreed
hear
upon?
any of their conversation with my enhanced ear sight?
You would, but you wouldn't be able to make sense of it.
Hmm. Sad.
Thank you, Thieves Can't. Thieves can't what?
Can't.
Hey, thieves can't what? Definitely, thieves can have a very lovely conversation between two consenting adults.
Whatever happened, I'm having an intervention with her. She can do better than you.
Well, I guess go right ahead if you feel the need to police everyone else's actions, and so.
No, I just know that she deserves better. Not someone who will
enough.
flake.
What would say to you that I would be such a flex?
Do I need to answer that?
I think it would. You know, I've turned a new leaf. I just want to know what am I not bringing to the table that you seem to need more of?
You get me a beer?
Yes, certainly. Well, I don't have money, so I can't do that. But
I
should
give
you
him,
give me the coin?
Give him
Without
one
saying
silver.
anything further, I just get up to get another tankard of ale on my own.
Yippee!
I would have
What
gotten
happened?
it.
What happened to our money? Well, I guess your money. I still have a bit of money.
Mine. Well, I seem to remember somebody stealing it along our journey back a lot to go buy ice cream and such. So I don't know. You tell me, brother.
Were you not hot?
I was.
You know
I
what?
let you get away with it then. I will not let you continue to lie about it now. Okay.
Look at Darius.
No, I'm just. I'm thinking about it more, and the more I realize that I wasn't approaching it from the right angle. I wasn't quite correct. It's not that you paid. I'm not. I can't imagine that you would even do anything considering your huge mommy issues.
Oh, they didn't.
He said.
He looks over at Sternhoff. Bingo.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of fucking. I don't actually say. He doesn't actually say fucking. Just a whole bunch of incomprehensible gibberish of a conversation.
I assume the word beans was part of it.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
That explains more.
Look, what I do in my off time, I don't think requires scrutiny from all of you. All right.
It
You're
requires
free to say
scrutiny.
beans as much as you want in your off time. Not my concern.
Well, apparently it's very much your concern since you've tried to trip me about twice now.
I just take a huge swig of my ale. I don't know what you're talking about.
Interesting.
Darius, have I ever used anything to try and hurt one of us?
I don't think I've ever seen you cast magic at one of us ever.
Oh,
Unless
so
it was
now
the
I'm one
lightning-
of you?
Unless it was the lightning bolt,
Oh,
or the lightning orb, or the lightning storm, or the other lightning bolt.
Yes, the point you're making is that I only do that.
When we happen to be there, it's not at us on purpose. Well,
I
it is
rest
on
my
purpose.
case.
It's just not the intent.
Well, I'm happy to be considered a part of the group now, as that I believe is the main takeaway from what he said.
Sure.
I think.
He thinks.
Wait. No,
That's
never
new
mind.
diet. Wait,
You
that.
know what? No, they're just like, you know what? I give up on thinking a long time ago. I'm not gonna start now.
He thinks, okay,
That could
roll
have been
for psychic
bad.
damage.
That's so stupid. It's actually good.
So, current plans, wait here for Lorik, then mayhaps go out to Chibalo, then teleport or some other means to get to our next destination, which is the Savage Kingdom.
All right. I wasn't going to pry, but considering it is now in our direct path, I am going to ask, why?
Why Chibalo?
Yes.
You were in the conversation I had. You know
Well,
what.
I suppose, but
Rekindle relationships, you know, to
I wasn't
right
under the
wrongs.
impression that that was time sensitive, but I guess it makes sense.
Well,
it has literally been one day.
Which is why I specified we can do it, you know, whenever. It was my brother who pushed that maybe we could go ahead and do that. And I merely posited that he did have an easy way to get there. I was not necessarily pushing that we had to do it right away, just that if along the way we could.
This is why I keep saying you have mommy issues. A day after,
who's the
and then you
mommy?
rationalize what Cassandra.
We're gonna go talk to Cassandra.
No. I made a deal with her that I would smooth some things over. And is there a problem with having faith in somebody? Is there a
It has
problem
been
with...
less than 48 hours.
Well, I think you'll find quite a lot has happened within these 48 hours. I don't think there's any problem with putting it forth, and until today, I don't believe I completely put it forth to the party that it might be an interest of mine. So, I decided to bring it forth now. It seems you who are very quick to criticize anything I am to say, and it seems like of one of us to have quite a fascination with something or someone. It is you to me.
I think we have the rest of the day. I think me and Strunhop should get popcorn, and you two should duke it out.
By popcorn, you mean going back to the lab like the old days, then sure.
Yes.
But I want to duke it out. No, here's the thing.
Oh my god.
If we duke it out, Zeus will die. However,
Who's Duke?
Strunhop, enjoy. However, you know, stabbing each other is not the only way to settle differences. I think just so you guys get more acquainted, you know, Darius stabbed Lorik at one point, and now they're like pretty close. I'm sure you two can do the same.
I mean, I didn't
I get to stab
Lorik.
him?
I didn't stab Lorik. I blew half of his face off.
Exactly. So so
I mean,
the stronger the merrier. But
either way,
once again,
Darius, I can do whatever you want. I can maim you however you want me to. That's fine.
Zeus, wait. I'm having
like
a
an
thinking
innuendo.
moment. Zeus, I'm having a thinking moment.
I'm
Let me
sorry,
know.
brother. Go ahead.
So, if you guys enter that ring, most likely Zeus will die. So, but you guys can do that at the end of maybe a couple competitions, and by the end, the winner can tell the other person one insult, and the other person cannot make a snarky remark back until 24 hours later. Because I feel like you guys, I have the inkling that you guys don't like each other.
I've tried to open my door many times for, civil conversation. It is he who seems to always bring it back around to petty insults and such.
Conversations are always quite civil.
Maybe
To suggest
adult was
otherwise
the
is just
idea.
an insult.
Maybe. Well, let's pick a conversation topic, and we will not berate each other at all. We'll have a nice, unabashed conversation.
Or at least he'll try.
I mean, the things like the conversation. So I feel, I'm not good at many things, but
You're great at a great many things. Don't undersell yourself, brother.
That's one thing I
And
agree with.
I think
See?
Great. Usually when civil conversation happens, I mean, insults can be thrown, but you know how like we kind of already decided where we were gonna go and how we're gonna go about it, like at the beginning of the conversation, but it just kept dragging on for no reason. I think it's because the conversation is not about the civil conversation, but something is afoot.
You misunderstand. That's just small talk. It never leads anywhere, ever.
Oh. See, that's the thing. You two don't do small talk.
I mean, our version of small talk is the proverbial exchanging of blows.
But I think maybe you guys in another world would respect how similar you guys are to each other in a weird way. You guys
That's
are
exactly why I don't like him. You know that, right, Dio?
very cold. very good at talking and getting people to listen to the talk.
Have you
You
not
also,
noticed the whole theme of self-loathing?
Yeah, actually, no. I mean, I'm not very fast at picking up things, but now that you pointed out, that does make sense. And then he says, "Well, I also do have a second plan. I think we should." Oh wait, there is one thing. No, Lothar, don't steal my card. What the fuck? Evan, give me this card. Very important. It's an ace of diamonds. No. No way. I remember that Evan gave me this fucking card because everybody kept trying to steal it. It was like I'm so annoyed at the pop-ups. You know what? I'm gonna give it to the newcomer of the party. So I'll be trying to steal it just so you know how annoying it is to have this.
What is how to steal?
Just let it go here.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, just hit him with it.
Wow. No
This is
way.
how I feel.
I ain't
This is
steal.
how I feel.
Nah, this
This
is
is how I
mine now.
Denied.
Denied.
Amazing.
It has like a cooldown 5 seconds, but yeah, there's this. I wanted to. Well, can I just say that like off screen, I was like greeting NPCs and saying hi to people.
Yeah, of course, of
like-
course.
Like Doorman, I forget his exact name, Gorgot, something like that. I had it written down, but I should have lost my laptop.
It's like one of
And-
the cookie clicker games.
Yes. Is everybody just trying to steal his card now? Because I am.
Oh,
Did you get no? Don't pass. No, dude, I don't want this. Shit.
Wait, I'll take it back.
Yes!
I'm not back.
Damn it.
I don't want it.
No, wait, now I want it.
Wait,
Should I say
oh,
Zeus wants it?
Wait. Zeus.
Oh
So
my
Barry's
god.
like talking, and then we all get distracted playing this weird card game.
Dude, it pops up so frequently, dude.
Yeah, there's no cooldown to trying to steal it. I'm sure playing is still just in case it gets back. This is like, it's like herpes.
Just like it.
jolly good.
Well, Darius, I think we could talk. This is him trying to steal the card.
As he like kind of holds it up to the side, I think we no.
I think we could maybe
No,
come
Man,
to an
this-
agreement here.
no.
This sends
That is
me
not even
back.
trying. He just tried to steal the card. He doesn't even try to think. It's like, I want the card.
Give me card.
God, this sends me so far back. This was before we
I-
started the
I-
stream.
I stole this fair and square.
Yes.
Give me M-E, give me U, M-E, give me M is orange, give me U.
Oh, give me orange. The
Yes.
first monkey.
Well, So, I'm sorry. What conclusion did we come to? We
wait
need
for
more
Lord.
small talk.
No,
Oh.
no. We wait for Lorik
I
We're
thought we were
probably
trying
going
to
to
solve
follow-
pertinent problems.
after. Yeah, I mean, we don't solve waiting for Lorik. We just wait, and
Yeah.
we go to Savage Kingdoms, and just like how technically, yeah, and then we can use the beads to teleport to Chibalo, and I'm sure that's a lot more agreeable than crossing the desert.
Okay. Sounds good to me. What have I? I don't know if I've seen y'all's house.
Well, you came to pick me up at the beginning, but yeah, I don't think you've been inside. Have
Never
you?
mind. Maybe I have seen it.
Maybe,
DM.
maybe only once. If you like, here's the thing: that can totally have been in character to be like, well, like yeah,
I'll
like
take
that.
it.
That doesn't count.
No. I mean, maybe once, but I've, other than that, I don't know how much I've seen.
Yeah, did we leave somebody to take care of it, or is it kind of like?
Yes,
How long has it been?
a while,
No, since like they left the house.
a while.
Well, why don't we head
Actually,
home
I think about the same amount of time.
than me?
Yeah.
Than like us?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Okay, then he looks at Darius and says, "So,
I know that Duluth and Armon and I think Kalim. No, Kalima's not normally there now, but Duluth and Armon are.
who
Oh, and Jake.
who did we leave in charge of the house?" He looks at whoever of the two. The two house owners. Darius.
Sorry, what?
They banned from existence.
Who did we leave in charge of the house?
It was locked.
Duluth
With,
and Jake.
Yeah.
The character.
Yes. Duluth and
Who's
Jake.
taking care of the house? The lock.
The lock.
The
I'm pretty sure
lock.
wasn't Jake like moving the inventory using the house as like a sort of storehouse while we were gone, and
Yeah, you got it.
right now it's likely in disarray because my partner Jake is using it as a sort of storehouse. I'm not sure what their arrangement is. Stop, Zeus! It's not yours. I can see your hand.
Sleight of hand.
He's like, oh, okay. Well, I kind of want to head back just to see the house. It's been a while.
It should be nice, assuming he's still there. To say hi to Jake as well.
All right. We have a plan for the evening. And Dari just begins getting up.
No. I need to add a Zeus token to this page.
Zeus is going to lead the way to the house he's only been to once. Big
I'm
call.
not gonna sugarcoat it for you.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you.
What Maxer video had that fucking meme format at like some point in it? God.
Hey, by the way, since it's a big map, forgive me if I'm just zoning out and not showing your character in like your character's somewhere and I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah, that's me when.
Yeah, that's definitely him when he...
Zeus's plan for the night. Figure out which room is Darius's. Step 1. Step 2. Pour
Room?
water
Question
flask.
mark?
Room?
Room?
Oh, you guys
Ooh.
don't have bedrooms in the house?
Down.
Still
As you
water.
head back after about 14 minutes, you notice that since this was in fact a pretty nice general spot of development, that there have been a lot of other people developing. There had previously only been 2 other locations that had been partitioned off, but now as you look around, there's a lot more buildings taking place. Some of them wooden, some of them stonework, and given the short duration of time that it's only been like 4 months or so, that a lot of that stonework was probably done through Magecraft. But either way, you return to your home after a long time gone.
Whoa. Everything around it changed so much.
Indeed.
I guess I really see what you meant, that the prices are going to go up.
Of course. Especially considering the size of our property and home.
Yes. There's so much size.
Yes, Dia.
feel like a fucking idiot, bro.
Hey, you're playing the part.
Yeah, it's true. It helps that every time I play, I'm like, I just woke up.
Hey, woke up. And I'm at after. Anyway, are y'all just gonna sit here admiring your front yard?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
admire my 20-foot wide door.
Oh, yeah,
Actually,
that's
it's
what
only
you meant
10
to
feet
say.
wide.
I'm admiring my 10-foot wide door.
Actually, they're 2 5-foot wide doors.
I'm admiring my 2 5 feet wide doors.
No.
Dyer steps in and it's like, oh,
I'm not
everything's
gonna
the same,
sugarcoat it.
except he doesn't remember this rug. Oh no, he does actually.
I remember.
You remember?
I forgot.
He looks at, oh shit! He looked at the crossbow. He's like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's still stuck in the wall, huh?
oh that's good. Oh, there's people in the house.
I see the shitting store. I mean, shitting sword. Shitting. I don't know. Why
I mean, shit.
Shitting sword.
I thought it
I
was.
wanna
I
die.
thought you were going
I
for
mean-
the bit for a moment, and then you actually said it right, and I'm like, oh shit, that means that was genuine. I mean, shitting. So I mean, shit. I mean, shit. I mean, shitting. I mean.
Darius, are you okay if we hit on the head? I mean, more so than you normally are.
Go to your room. Well,
He tries to remember who. He knows that this is Darius's like business partner, and he knows that this is the girl the robot girl who found Chivala. But he turns to Darius. He's like, "Do we become friends with like before we head into the dinner table?" Obviously, he's like, "Do we become like how close are we to the people that we left in charge of the house?"
well, Duluth and Jake are both strong business partners of mine. Jake was the first contact I truly made in the Perun Empire, and I would consider one of my closest trusted friends and advisors. And
Oh.
Duluth is another great business partner, and I trust him with my money. That's what this house is, right? Money.
Okay. He runs off to, and he's like, "Hey guys," and just keeps walking. He goes to check on the things that he left behind, like the boomerang, the pot, the spider bot.
Dead. Sad.
God, Nature's grave.
Multiple graves, in fact.
Oh yeah, this is me, bro. I forgot.
He forgore.
I was like, who the fuck is that? I was
Thank
like,
you,
oh, yeah,
Lazier.
this is Arabelle?
Arabella.
Yeah.
Arabella.
Mushroom
Oh,
nutrients.
The weed woman.
The weed woman. She died?
Yeah, she OD'd on mushrooms.
That makes sense.
That's
How
what the
did that
mushrooms
die?
in this corner are from. They were growing on her corpse.
Oh, that's fitting for a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just cruise around.
Well, what are you doing in my house, Duluth?
What are you doing in my house, Darius? Don't you know you weren't here for a month, so I put the deed in my name.
Oh my. Well, I suppose fair game's fair game.
He haphazardly stands up from the table, pushing down on it, and comes over. Greetings are all commenced in place. The only thing out of what we would obviously expect is the hole. And be careful with Jake for a bit. He stayed up a fair bit last night, so let him get his rest, eh?
Indeed, of course, of course. How's all of the inventorying coming along?
Well, that's part of why he was up so late, but I'll say it's great news, but I'm sure he'll be able to tell you that himself.
Wonderful. More great news. I have another 400 to 600 gold to dump.
Eyes light up, obviously.
As it turns out, the Empire pays well. Would you prefer that I leave this with you now or hold on to it for a while until we finish all of our inventorying and setting up?
Seeing as right now we've just been going through and processing most of it, it's probably for the better that you keep it separated.
All right, all right.
You don't mind that we sold some of it, do you?
No, no. You do what you must. That's what capital is for.
He gives a smirk as he peers over to Jake as he's sleeping down in the corner.
I know you probably have tried your best, or done your best, but try and make sure he doesn't overwork himself. I know that he will. I know that he does.
He's good for that, at least.
Well, he won't be good for that if he continues to do it over
Yeah.
and over again.
And he's bad for that. But hey, we've all got our vices. As he moves over and pats you on your back. You especially.
Definitely. But I'd say
Kalima gives a timid wave and continues eating.
he gives another shallow bow. Out of character, is there a reason why she would be in my house?
Yes.
I don't remember what it is.
Akla invited her to stay, and everyone said okay.
Ah, yes. I forgot.
Since she did not have a home when she came back.
That is true.
Because, you know.
We've got beds to spare. Honestly,
Yeah,
never mind. Go ahead.
yeah. No, you were saying something. What were you saying?
I was saying something out of character.
Oh, I think just honest. I forget what I was gonna say, to be honest, but I think really I was just gonna mention that I'm surprised at how big our house is, but then I remembered, oh yeah, like when we bought this house, we were like 13 people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, keep in mind the map the house is probably twice as small as you're used to it being, because everything's in half scale right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's still 112 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
Crap now.
Yeah, but Rifter can run from one side to the other in like 4 seconds.
It's kind of crazy to me that that's like in real life terms, not even like that fast.
Yeah, I've heard
While
somewhere they're,
wearing
like,
armor.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're wearing armor. We have a bunch of shit. Darius carrying like 79 flasks of miscellanea.
New update in my personal RPG. Wearing light armor increases your speed by 10 and going nude increases your speed by 20.
That makes sense.
I
I've seen
actually
that
think
before.
that no armor should increase. I hate it when systems penalize you for wearing heavy armor, and I like it when they instead benefit you for not wearing heavy armor. And,
Yeah.
like,
I think one of the best things that you could quote unquote do with a 5e like overhaul is decoupling evasion and armor
mhm.
and making it
I
so
mean,
that
isn't
they
that
can
what
actually
some
have.
other systems do?
Yeah, that's what a few do. Yeah.
I
Like,
think it, yeah.
isn't that what Pathfinder does? Or, I mean, it's not 4E, I think. I think 4E has like.
I don't know if
evasion
4e
and
does. I know
coupling.
Pathfinder does not. I know Pathfinder still uses a generic hit number and just uses different things for different stats, like Dexterity does, as opposed to having both of them.
I think it's a really complicated problem that AC, while it simplifies it, doesn't do necessarily the best job of handling it, but for a simple system like 5e is very good.
Yeah.
It is very good. D&D 5e is very good at keeping systems simple.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think
I
5E
would
has
like
a lot of
the-
flaws.
Yeah, the generic idea I would go with is just having AC remain as it is, but only be affected by stuff like evasion, and having armors actually just straight up give damage resistances, which then also helps play into the idea of, okay, I'm a frontline boy, I'm going to get hit, but I have health to manage it and armor to manage it, and oh hey, I'm a backline boy, I'm trying not to get hit at all.
I actually think that would be an interesting potential play into making fighters better, like the marshals better by giving them DR and shit. But the
Yeah.
only problem is half casters and whatever.
Yeah.
God, fuck half casters. Anything you do to try and make marshals better makes them better.
Basically. Like, I was looking at the numbers, and fighter is pretty epic, but then I realized, unless you pick like Echo Knight or like very specific, well, Eldritch Knight is not cheating. It's like
Because
you're
then
better
you're a
off picking literally
quartercaster.
anything else. You're literally better off picking anything else as a marshal, unless it's like a very specific, like high short rest, low long rest. Like, okay. But nobody runs that. Everybody's just like, oh, one fight per long rest.
Oh hey, speaking of, are you excited for season 2, Hawk? Do you think you might be able to do stuff in season 2?
I don't think I can be a full-time player. Like, I just don't wanna. I don't wanna like. Even though I would love to, and now it would be much easier for me to just say yes now and then just somehow say I can't make it later. But I don't wanna like. I don't wanna be that guy, and yeah, because everything I'm moving like again soon, and like work is ramping up. Shit's just chaotic.
Gonna be a while, but we'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
I
I'll
just
much
bring it
rather,
up
like-
because then you would get the chance to play a fighter and have the high short rest, low long rest environment.
That would be nice. I do like playing marshals.
I thought he was playing Warlock.
I was gonna. Yeah, I mean, Warlock is kind of like short rest. So. That was my plan. My wish was to play Warlock, but if not, I was gonna play like Barbarian. But then Evan said, "Oh, I'm playing a Barbarian." I said, "Okay, never mind, Warlock."
So the party has returned home. Is there anything else you would like to do, or will we be calling the session soon so that Lorik walks in the door and then the next session will continue from there?
I'm getting very tired.
Yeah, that sounds smooth. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Duluth brags about how Kalima is actually becoming quite the good cook, which is surprising because she was not a good one in the past. But hey, it's you'll have some of the breakfast they prepared, and she moves to make more since there's now like 3 times as many mouths to feed. But hey,
Let's go.
yippee! Thank you,
Good shit.
everyone, for showing up. It's not like it was a blowaway session, but it was pretty good.
It's fun.
Good RP, good RP. Thank you for running it. You're doing a good
Thank
job.
you,
Thank
Thank you, Dyer and Swabby, for being the Pog brothers.
Being idiots.
Anytime. Always.
The burden of having no brain.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for everybody
Alright.
who came out, both to play and to watch, and look forward to catching up with y'all again, hopefully around the same time next week, and we can get full on right on into it.
All right. See you guys later.
Adios.
Peace.
I will see Golden and Lothair when we barrow tomorrow, inevitably.
Bow now 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 now.
Mariner.
Reese
Yeah.
getting sucked out of the airlock. Bow now 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 now.
Hey, Golden.
My
Does-
cock is stuck in the propeller.